anything about Charles Darwin?
I don't have any idea about him. How about let's ask our classmates about Charles Darwin?
Good day, Liberty. Do you know about Charles Darwin?
Yes, I have researched about him. Charles Robert Darwin was an English naturalist, geologist, and biologist widely known for his contributions to evolutionary biology. His book, On the Origin of the Species, was published in England on November 24, 1859. His proposition that all species of life have descended from a common ancestor is now generally accepted and considered a fundamental concept in science. But during its time, the Darwin Revolution was considered one of the most controversial intellectual revolutions and caused confusion that changed the way how humans see the world.
Oh, I see. I remember and heard about the Darwinian Revolution. His book on the origin of species was about the theory of evolution, right? Darwin contends in this book that natural selection, a process, is how evolution occurs. Natural selection is the process by which organisms more adapted for adaptation to their environment survive, while those that are poorly suited to their environment do not. Evolution explains both the unity and diversity of life according to Darwin's two main theories. But I only know about this information and I want to know more about Darwinian evolution because I heard it was an interesting topic.
Yes, me too. How about you, Regina? Do you have any idea about the book of Charles Darwin titled The Origin of Species?
Yes, the book on the origin of species states that all species of organisms arises and develop through the natural selection of small, inherited variations that increases the individual's ability to compete, survive, and reproduce. He proposed that species can change over time, that new species come from pre-existing species, and that all species share a common ancestor. And this outlines a theory of how traits are selected by nature, where the tremendous diversity of life on Earth came from, and how animals and plants came to be distributed across.
Wow, that was so interesting. Now I know why there are some people even today believes in science over God the Father. Maybe they were so convinced of the theory of evolution rather than to believe the biblical version of the earth's creation. According to them, they believe in the theory of evolution over the Bible because it provides a scientific explanation for why there are differences between species today. This helps people understand that evolution happens naturally, which makes it easier to accept than believing in a creator who created all things perfectly in one day without any mistakes or defects.
And because of this conflict, people were divided. Some believed that the theory explained the origin of life, but the religious and the faithful strongly refuted it. So this turned the world upside down, for it has caused confusion and later divide the individuals whether they will believe in science or they will believe in God. But according to Albert Einstein, the more I study science and the more I believe in God, which only implies that he admires everything that this universe could offer.
So, what can you say, Nicole? Do you think there is an importance to study the Darwinian intellectual revolution?
Of course, his theory was very significant because Charles Darwin is centrally important in the development of scientific and humanist ideas because he first made people aware of their place in the revolutionary process when the most powerful and intelligent form of life discovered how humanity had evolved. The theory of evolution by natural selection was first put forward by Darwin in On the Origin of Species, published in 1859, and his theory is still generally accepted as the best available explanation of the way life on this planet developed. Another benefit of Charles Darwin's work was his teachings on the power of natural selection and mutation. He discovered that mutation can prove as beneficial to a society by allowing a species to adapt to environmental changes. Did you understand that? Amazing, isn't it?